Hello and welcome back to my channel, Full of Reads. This week I'm going to go over Larry McMurtry's Lonesome Dove. It's pretty popular right now. It seems like everybody's reading it. And this book definitely lives up to its hype. It is one of the best American novels ever written. It's my favorite book that I've read so far. And I believe, even if you're a fan of Westerns or not, that you're going to enjoy the book if you haven't read it. The story is set in Lonesome Dove, Texas, on the Rio Grande next to the Mexican border. The two main characters are Woodrow F and Augustus McCrae, who own the Hat Creek Cattle Company. And they do all right for themselves with the money they have from rangering and this. They do pretty good. But there's a story set up in three parts. And the first part is basically just character development and let you know who everybody is. The second part is pretty much the drive, and the third part is when they get to Montana. There are a ton of characters in this book, but they're easy to keep up with. I've described this book as slow but not boring. There are definitely parts of this book where it's fast-paced and keeps you on your seat, but even the slow parts are very entertaining. And his writing style in this book is incredible. You feel like you're in the story with them. You feel like you're talking to these people in the story. You feel like you're on the drive itself. And one day, out of the blue, another former ranger comes in and tells them about Montana and how it is a cattleman's paradise. It is about to open up to settlement, and if someone was the first one there, whoever was the first one there with cattle could make a ton of money because they would be the only one to be able to supply beef. And the thing about Woodrow and Augustus is they are complete opposites. Woodrow's more of a stoic, more of a work from sun up to sundown type fella. He don't mess around. He don't joke. He don't play. He barely has any time for fun or entertainment. Gus is exactly the opposite. He is all about sporting girls, card games, and whiskey. So it is even odd that they stayed so close friends for so many years. But Jake Spoon talks Call into going to Montana, so they get the cattle that they need. They get 3,000 head of cattle and they head north. That's pretty much part one. Part two is where they're on the drive, and part two is where most of the action is, really. There's sheriffs chasing outlaws. There's buffalo hunters. It's where all the bad people are. The baddest Indian on the plains is out there tracking them. It's storms, it's locusts, it's a ton of adversity. There's a ton of adversity on the middle section, part two, when they're on the drive. Part three is when they get into Montana, and that's where things start to take a turn. Gus and another character, P.I., they're sent out to scout. They're sent out to scout for a place to start a ranch, to stop the cattle, to stop the drive. Well, they run into a group of Indians and they get into a fight with them, and the Indians shoot Gus in the leg with a couple of arrows. And after that, the story takes a dark turn. It's one of the saddest stories I've ever read, but it's still, the book overall is great. At the end, part three, there's promises made and promises kept. I cannot recommend Lonesome Dove enough. It is absolutely fantastic. And it is in a series. There's Dead Man's Walk, then Comanche Moon, Lonesome Dove, then Streets of Laredo. And as luck has it, while I'm on a Larry McMurtry Lonesome Dove kick, I found Streets of Laredo at the thrift store. So that is in the queue behind a couple of more books. I cannot wait to get back into more Larry McMurtry. Larry McMurtry is an excellent writer, and Lonesome Dove would be my vote if I had a vote for the greatest American novel ever written. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.